ResortLoop.com is proud to be sponsored by Joffrey's Coffee and Tea Company. Joffrey's now offers coffee subscriptions. You can order a 3, 6, or 12-month subscription. You can choose from 3 collections: the Flavored Coffee Collection, the Roastmasters Collection, or the Disney Signature Coffee Collection. Each collection includes 3 bags per month. With the Joffrey's Coffee subscriptions, never run out of great coffee again. Learn more and order at Joffreys.com.
Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
For those of you who have joined us at the Polynesian Village Resort Hotel, aloha, and welcome aboard the Walt Disney World local monorail system. During the trip, we request that everyone please remain seated and that there please be no eating, drinking, or smoking. Thank you. Our next stop is the Magic Kingdom.
Hey everybody, thanks for joining us. I'm Tim Scott. This is ResortLoop.com, the gateway to the magic. Thank you everybody for joining us. We have exciting times coming up here on ResortLoop.com. Cruises are going to start going here eventually again. Disneyland is open. I love where things are going finally. But we're going to take a little look back. On my recent trip, I was enjoying a frozen Kona mocha from Joffrey's right outside Test Track. I posted a picture on Facebook at our private group over there, LooperNation Live, and I posed a question. I'm going to read it so I get it right. What is your favorite Disney beverage? It can be from the parks, resorts. It can be adult or not. It's your choice. And I ask you to post pictures for our Facebook friends out there. So I wanted to go over our LooperNation Live poll. What is your favorite beverage? We're going to start off with Tracy McCoy. She said the shaken Jamaican cold brew paired with a giant donut, of course. So that is, of course, our Joffrey's. Friends over there at Joffrey's Coffee and Tea Companies. The Jamaican cold brew is very good. And Jennifer says, yes, the shaken Jamaican is the best. My husband loved the Game Changer during our visit at the end of March, but it was way too strong for her. But I did say, because I had the Game Changer while I was there also. Actually, I got it from the same booth or the same kiosk that I got the frozen Kona mocha I was just talking about. And it was really, really good. It had infused nitrogen, and they call it the Nitro Cold Brew, with an extra shot of espresso. Irish cream syrup was in there. There might have been some little cream in there, but also maybe it was good. We will call it a Game Changer. That was named appropriately. Heidi Stuck said, too many. Epcot Food and Wine Fest for me is drinking all my faves. But here is one at Chico that she has to have on every visit, the Zebratini. And look at her. She's having a good time enjoying her Zebratini. It does look kind of good. Awesome. Good friend Ben Fluth says the Dole Whip Float and the Peter Pan Float. I'm familiar with the Dole Whip Float. I'm not sure about the Peter Pan Float. Maybe it involves Peter Pan peanut butter. Probably not. Anyway, Robin Howard. Hi, Robin. She goes, the Dole Whip with rum. And Amy asks, is it dark or coconut rum? And Robin goes with the coconut. That does sound good. Might even sound refreshing. Jessica DeBoer, hope I got that right, Jessica, says the Pina Colada. So I'm not sure where that is. I'm not too familiar with that one. But I do know the word pina. So there's that. Rich Holden says German beer from Epcot. So if you're into the adult libations, imported from Germany, although you're actually in Germany when you're in Epcot, it's kind of like being, I kind of consider it, you're at the embassy for Germany. So you're actually on German ground there in Epcot. Amy Martin says the shaken Jamaican from Joffrey's, Night Blossoms at Pandora, and the PB&J milkshake, the peanut butter and jelly milkshake at Primetime Cafe. That is a favorite of people. I do know that. I have heard that. Hannah Nolte says there's so many. Night Blossom, the Dole Whip Float, the Yuzu Amoy shake from Japan, or sake, not a shake. I might go there and ask them, could I get this in a shake? The sake from Japan, iced coffee from Joffrey's, the lava smoothie. I also love the smart watermelon and melon frosty pops from Club Cool. That sounds very good. Matthew Curtis, he says water. Matthew, water is a little more complicated than people will say because you want to make sure you get the good water. You don't want to just always get, sometimes the fountain water, a little iffy. But if you go to like any of the counter service restaurants asking for a glass of water, there you go. Katie Forsyth says a pair of diced soda from the Cozy Cone Motel. They don't make toys. That might get us back to Toy Story. The Cozy Cone Motel in Disney's California Adventure. The Joffrey's Shaken Jamaican Cold Brew. And the Pearl from Trader Sam's. But she says they mostly drink water. Water is the cheaper option, but I'm surprised that the Shaken Jamaican Cold Brew is getting so much love. That's fantastic. And I love we have a little Disneyland and Disney California Adventure call out there. The Pair of Dice Soda. I'm going to have to remember that one. Sydney Seeger. She's got a lot going on right now, but she took time to respond. She says, the Yub Nub at Olga's Cantina. She goes, she doesn't have a picture of one, but she got this one from a souvenir mug that it comes in. She says it's very good and very strong. Definitely don't have more than 2. It almost looks like an old style, like Polynesian mug from back in the day when the Polynesian first opened. That looks very interesting. I love that. Andrea Roberts. She says the Dole Whip Float, the Avocado Margarita from La Cava, the Lapu Lapu from the Tambu Lounge. Oh, any drink you can serve it. A pineapple with a big honkin' straw. Sign me up. And the Sweet Tea Shine from Homecoming. I'm not a huge Shine person, but I do enjoy sweet tea, so maybe that'll be a... Tim Scott might have to consume that at some point in the future. Mike Tillman says the Captain's Mai Tai. He says it's tasty and you can get it anywhere. He says the cruise line included, so it must be one of those kind of signature drinks that Disney, kind of makes everywhere. It's kind of a staple, if you will. Susan Gunn says the Blood Orange Margarita from La Cava. She says their guacamole and chips are top notch too. She sent a picture with the drinks, the chips and guac, and her husband checking the phone, but he's wearing a Mickey Mouse shirt. That's how you know this is a Disney family. Love it. Thank you, Susan. Andy Prawn says dockside margaritas anytime. Especially like to sit down and listen to live music. Oh, yes. Yes, Andy. That's how you do it. Get yourself a nice little drink of some kind, something refreshing, something you enjoy. Find your live music. Maybe it's something in the American Gardens Theater. Maybe it's something along the boardwalk. Anywhere around there. Hey, where's your favorite place to listen to live music? That might have to be a show coming up, by the way. And he posted a couple pictures, and those do look really good. Little, I don't know, sugar or salt. I can't tell what they are around the rim there. Icy pink goodness. Love it. Jeremy Hunt. We know Jeremy. He says he's going to have to go with the Annapurna Zig from the Nomad Lounge in the Animal Kingdom. The ingredients in this, thank you, Jeremy, are Bombay Sapphire Gin, Passion Fruit Puree, Mint Simple Syrup, and lime juice, topped with ginger beer and a glowing lotus flower. Oh my goodness, there's a lot involved in that one. And he sent us a picture of the menu. Oh, there's something on there called Mustang Coffee too. What's that? But that looks really good. I'm going to zoom in on this. I'm going to read it live. The Mustang Coffee has Crown Royal Whiskey, brown sugar, and butter with hot coffee. Interesting. I wonder if somebody's going to have that later on here. Christy Diane says, haha, this is a ridiculous answer. There's no ridiculous answers. Maybe ridiculous questions from me, but not ridiculous answers. But honestly, anything from the freestyle machines. We don't have those here, so they're a novelty to me. Plus, it's one of the few places to get caffeine-free Coke. Very interesting. Christy, I'm not sure exactly where you're from, but I've occasionally seen the freestyle machines at Wendy's. I know. Who knew? But love the freestyle machines. There's also one, I think it's in Splitsville. I think there's a one there. Let's see. Liz Forte Arice says, iced s'mores latte at the Joffrey's Revive booth in Tomorrowland. Her all-time favorite drink. Have I ever had that in the iced version? I don't remember. It is on my list, though, Liz. Thank you very much. Monaco Javier. Monaco, how you doing? He says, seriously, if I shared a picture of every drink I photographed in the Disney park, I might set a record. And that's not accounting all of the French presses at Joffrey's I've enjoyed over the years. Animal Kingdom is my favorite park, and Nomad Lounge is my favorite place to get a drink. Because everything there is awesome. I did greatly enjoy the Nomad Lounge when I was there. He goes, so here's a shot of the Lamu Libation. From one of the many times I've been there. Again, I love the glasses they have at these bars and lounges. They just look fantastic. And Monaco also sent a picture of the Leaping Lizard. Again, that looks quite refreshing. And then, here we go. He also recalls having the incredible drink called the Mustang Coffee, which I just read. I remember reading this earlier because I remember brown sugar and butter in a drink. Although they say, what is it? Is it keto coffee where you put a little butter in there instead of cream? I've never tried that. I'm not sure I could do that, but who knows? We'll give anything a try. James Jamie Price. Hey, James, the JJP says, you can't go wrong with a margarita from La Cava. The avocado, the maelstrom, the blood orange. He goes, I'll take one of each. Then you can drag me back to my resort. Just turn me on my side, and when I sleep them, and I'll sleep them off. Oh, and the Tipsy Ducks in Love in China is really good and strong. The Tipsy Ducks in Love. Interesting. I'm going to have to look up and see what that one is. Heather Hunt says, the cucumber margarita from La Cava, the Curly Sarlacc from Galaxy's Edge, and Teddy's Tea from the Hangar Bar. La Cava getting a lot of love here. La Cava de Tequila in the Mexico Pavilion at Epcot Center, as I would say. Margot Mead says, we're so boring. I like to get a frozen Coke at that little slushy stand around the back of the Keystone Clothiers at the Disney's Hollywood Studios. Oh, that is good. I think it kind of back there with the SS down the hatch, kind of in view of that. But I've noticed that there are a bunch of other non-alcoholic slushies that I need to try. Now, Margot, that's a good call. Frozen Coke, 90-degree temperatures, and 120% humidity. That's another good one. Thunderberg says, I had a watermelon jalapeno margarita at the Grand Cafe at the Flow, and oh my word, it was so refreshing. Excellent. The watermelon jalapeno margarita has a little bit of a kick, I'm assuming. It was the yin in jalapeno. Okay. Karen Ellis says the Joffrey's iced coffee was so refreshing at Epcot on a hot day. The French press coffee at Citrico's with dessert was amazing. Says I later bought some Citrico's blend from Joffrey's online. I used to love a strawberry margarita that I got from that little Pongu stand you pass right after you exit the Pandora Flight of Passage ride. But last time I was there, they had stopped selling it? What? Oh, did you flip the cart? What is going on here? I almost didn't say it cleanly. It was the best strawberry margarita I had ever had. Oh, I don't know what's up with that. Oh, Karen, if you see that come back, let us know. Oh, my gosh. Oh, she posted a picture of her cold brew and her dessert, which, first of all, looks amazing. And the French press of coffee there. Oh, that does look good. Now I want some kind of dessert. Matthew Wallace says, I love a nice cold citrus swirl. It is light and refreshing and lets me keep making my way around the Magic Kingdom. Matthew, that's a good call, too. Some citrusy goodness, some icy goodness. Keeps you cold, keeps your blood sugar up. I love it. Jonathan Keith says the Nautilus and also the Fuzzy Tauntaun. He goes, you can't forget the Disney Fountain Coke. It's just better. He says he's sorry for 3 posts, but I can't choose between them. And they were 3 separate ones. I read them as one because they were right down the line. But Jonathan, I have never had the Nautilus. Again, I'm not a huge drinker. I want to try this Nautilus. They say it's about the size of 2 drinks. I don't know. We might have to make that some kind of group adventure because I have a feeling I might need carried out. And I would probably need to be carried out like Cleopatra. Probably by the strong, muscular guys that are doing the Polynesian luau over there. So hopefully that'll be back open so they can haul me out and throw me on a motorboat launch to get me back to wherever I'm staying. And Ben Flus says, sorry, that was a tangent. I wasn't prepared for that one. Ben Flus says to Jonathan, Disney Fountain Coke is the best, especially in a Disney mug. I will say, my wife is a Fountain Coke sommelier, and I'll have to ask her if she finds the Disney Coke fantastic. So, and I know she does because she gets them all the time. Joe Herka says the grapefruit beer from Germany. I've heard good things about the grapefruit beer. Again, not a huge drinker, especially not a great big beer drinker, but grapefruit sounds like it would add a little bit of tartness and goodness to it. And we're going to end this with Jeff Cricken. He goes, okay, I need to up my beverage game at Disney next time because the best answer I got is the recycled Powerade bottle fountain water. So he's using this Powerade bottle and refilling it with water. Hey, Jeff, there's no problem with that. Got to keep yourself well hydrated. You don't want to be cramping up, especially if you're in some of those tight vehicles. Like if you get stuck in the Spaceship Earth. Here's a hint. I might have talked about this before. If you have size 15 feet, you want to sit in the back of the car. You don't sit in the front of the Spaceship Earth car. The back has a little more extra foot room in there for your size 15s to slide forward, so your legs don't have to be at any kind of weird angle or anything like that. Just a little tip from me to you and everybody out there in LooperNation Live. So the back, not the front. Make the request. I find it more comfortable. Wow, with all this talk of Disney Beverages, I think I might need to go try to make a game changer at home right now. So anyway, everyone, thanks for taking part of the LooperNation Live survey for your favorite Disney beverages. But before I let you go, I wanted to mention that it's that time of year. Last time I did this was years ago. I'm doing another Resort Loop survey. So we're doing Resort Loop survey 2021. I just got some questions about the show, like what you think about some things and some other things. It's pretty quick. It won't take a lot of time. It's anonymous. At the very end, I do have a place there if you want to send comments, suggestions. If you want to put your name in there, it's fine, but it's not necessary. I just want to see what you guys think about the show, and maybe do I need to pivot one way or the other? Maybe do some extra things. I want to make sure I'm using my time to the best of the show and get people what they'd like to see and or hear. Oh, maybe that's a little bit of a Foreshadowing, I'm not sure. You'll be able to find it at ResortLoop.com survey. Just go over to the webpage. You'll see it there. I'll have a link in the show notes. It'll be over at LooperNation Live. I might paste it on regular Facebook at some point. But I'd first like to get listeners to the show, and if you've got this show, ResortLoop.com/survey. And I'd just like to get your thoughts. And, oh, by the way, there's nowhere in there you don't have to enter an email. I mean, if you want to put it in at the end, like I said, maybe I'll get back to you if you want. But I'm not collecting email addresses. It's not, I'm not sharing this with anybody else. This is just for ResortLoop.com, just for me. So if you would do that, I would appreciate it. Also, if you'd like to help out the show, go check out our sponsors, Joffrey's Coffee and Tea Company. They have the brand new Mickey Mouse blend out. It's kind of a twist on or a rebranding of the Mickey's 90th coffee. You remember that from a few years ago. That was fantastic, so you can't lose with that one. People are still talking about the Riviera blend, and one of my favorites is just their organic Mexico blend. So just throwing that out there. Also, if you're thinking about moving to Disney, check out Victor Naraki's site over at DisneyAtYourDoorstep.com. New sponsor of the show. He's going to be happy to help you out. And nobody knows more about the Disney, Orlando, Florida market than Victor. So check him out over at Disney at Your Doorstep. If you'd like to help out the show directly, there's a couple ways you can do it. Book your travel through ResortLoopTravel.com. Love that. And also, don't forget, we have our Patreon page over at ResortLoop.com/support. You can find it there. Everybody, I'm Tim Scott. Thank you so much for listening. Thanks again in advance for taking that survey. I would really appreciate it. You've been listening to The Gateway to the Magic, and we'll see you, everybody. Vacation memories will stay with you and your family for a lifetime. The Resort Loop Travel Group was created with this in mind. Our fee-free services will relieve you of the stress and confusion of finding and booking the best vacation at the best price. After booking, we will continue to monitor for ways to save you even more on your vacation. We will check for any upcoming packages and discounts to save you as many vacation dollars as possible. Resort Loop Travel Group, gateway to your magical vacation memories. Get a quote, or for more information, visit ResortLoopTravelGroup.com. Katie Forsyth says a pair of dice soda from the Cozy Cone Sorry, Katie. I'm going to try this again. Katie Forsyth says a pair of dice soda from the Cozy Cone Motel. They don't make toys. That might get us back to Toy Story.